22.610 West Virginia procedure, filing comment certification notice. All persons described in subsection A of the section 9 of the article file comment with the director of the location construct with the applicant proposed well work for the 15 days after the applicant filed with the director. Prior to issuing of any of the permanent well work, applicant shall certify with the director of the requirement section 9 of the article, complete with the application certification may be with the affidavit of the person with the return receipt, required with the other post told to receive with the certified mail. 22.611 the review application issue for the permit absence for the object objections, copy of the permits for the county, assessor for the director shall be the review of the applicant with the well work, and shall determine whether or not the permit shall be issued. No permit issued less than 15 days of the filing date of the application and with the well work, respect for the plugging and replugging with non-permitting plug with the replugging shall be issued left for the 5 days after the filing date of the applicant, except for the permit plugging and the replugging the dry hole, but the provide with the applicant with the certified with all the person entitled with the notice for the applicant under the provision of the article has been served. Person certified mail with the return receipt requested for the copy of the well work application included with the erosion sediment control plan if required with the plat required with the section 6 of the article with the further file with the written statement that no unobjected all such proof the director may issue for the well work at any time. The director may cause such inspection for the made with the proposed well work location should be the adequate review of the application permit for the issue should be the condition included with the condition respect location well with the access of the road prior with the issue, but the director determines that one of the proposed well work constitutes has for the safety of the person, two, with the plan soil erosion sediment control with not adequate effect for the three, the damage will occur with the public owned lands and resource with the four, the proposed well work finally fails to protect with the freshwater source of supply, but the director shall promptly review all comments if the review of the application all of the comments received after the well work prominent approved at the time object with the comment that had been filed with the director made with the director upon for the provision section 15, 16, 17 of this article. Permit shall be picked with the condition nothing in this section for the construed with the supersede of the provision section 16, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 of this article. The director shall mail a copy of the permit issue for the copy of the order denied with the permit to any of the persons submitted with the comments with the director with the concern with this permit said permit and requested such copy. Upon issuing to any of the permit pursuant to the provision of this article, the director shall transmit with the copy of the permit officer for the assessor for the county in which the well was located. 22.612 the plats prerequisites of the drilling fracturing well with the well preparation content with the notice of information furnished for the cooperative for the owners and leasers, ensure for the permits for the performance bonds for the security and listed for the area of bond forfeiture before drilling and oil gas before fracturing simulating a well any tract land of the well operator shall have the plat prepared with a license survey with a registered engineer showing with the district of the county within which for the tract land located name of the acreage of the same with the name of the owners adjacent to the tract with the proposed actual location well determined in the survey of the acres distance such location two permanent points with the landmark side track said track with the number of the given well with the dating with the driven completion of the well proposed with the stress of the well fracture shelf the forward register with the certified mails copy of the plat director and event with the track land which will said with the proposed drill with the fracture to located is known with the under the land one of the more coal seen with the copies for the plat with the forward by with the registered certified mail each and every coal operator operating said coal seen beneath the said of the track land which has maps and said with the file such a map officer miners health and safety training in accordance with the chapter 22 of this code of the coal seam owner record leaser record, if any of the said owner of the leasers have the recorded declaration provided with the duty there in section 36 of this article, the said owner and leaser is not yet operating said coal seams beneath the said of the tract of land, which even if the such blast and code with the notice from such of which of the firms to the request of the director, address of the director to each of the such of the coal operator, the owner and leasers, if any of the respective addresses of the informant of such a plat notice of the mail to with the respect of the registered certified mail, pursuant to the requirements of the article, if no objections are made with the filing with the director should propose with the location proposed fracturing within 15 days from the repeat of such plat with the notice of the director shall say be filed with the become of the permanent record with such location fracturing subject to inspection at any time the interested person with the director may further with issue with the well operator permitting reciting the filing such of the plat with no objections have been made with the coal operative of the owner and leaser if and even they are found with the director authorizing well operative of the drill such location fracture of the well and if the director has objection to such of the proposed location proposed fracturing stimulating such permit may be issued prior to the expiration of such 15-day period of pertaining to the well operative with consistent with the writing of the cooperative operators, the owners and leasers, if any with whom complies. Copy of the plat notice shall be mailed in hair and required upon presentation such written and consent with the director of the donor shall be provided with the mail given the cooperative of the delivering mail with the register of the certified mail with any of the agent and superintendent with the actual charge of the mine. A permitted drill with the fractures generally with the oil and gas well shall not be issued unless the application of the area is accompanied with the bond with the provided in 26 of this article. Alright, 2263, for the notice of the co-operator, owner, and leaser, for the director, for the intention of the fracture, certain other well, for the contents of the turf of the notice pond, with the permanent required before fracturing the well, for the well operator shall be registered for the certified mail forwarded to know with the intention for the fracture, for the west well, for the directed, each and every coal operator operating coal seam beneath the seam of the track lane, with the woods map and filed with the such man for the office of the miner's health, the chief of the training, with the coins for the chapter 22, this coal seam owner, with the leaser, for the, if any of the said owner, with the record, the leaser, for the record of the declaration provided in 16, section 36 of its article, said of the owner and leaser, but not yet with the operating said coal seams beneath it, said of the tract of land, nor shall be the director, the director, the each for the tract of the coal operator, respect with the director, the containment, the number of the drilling permits for the well, with the the information may be required by the director, enable the division coal operator to locate and identify such well shall and inform that the such for the notice is being with respect with the register of the certified assuming the requirements of the article of the forms of the stuff of the notice and intent of the furnished requester by the director. If no objection made, but they're found with the director shall for the proposed fraction 15 day with the receipt of the notice of the director shall be filed with the if to become permanent record of the fracturing. Such inspection for the aim of the time of the entry of the person of the director shall be the forthwith issue of the well operative permit reciting with the filing such notice with no objections have been made with the coal operator found thereof to be the director authorized well operative fracture such well that unless the director objection such proposed fracturing shall permit such issue with the prior of the expiration of the 15th day with the period obtained with the well operative with consent with the writing of the coal operator owners and leasers if any of the notice of the intent of the fracture shall have the mail with the herein with under the presentation written consent with the director of the notice above with the provided with may be given the coal operative delivering mail into the register of the certified is above with any of the agent superintendent actual charges of mines. Part 2264 for the plant prerequisites to introduction of liquid waste for the present and preparation consent with a notice for the information furnished for the co-operator, owner, and leaser for the director issuing with a permanent performance bond with the secretary in the lieu thereof. For drilling a well with the introduction of the liquid for the purpose of provided with the section 25 of the introduction of liquid with the disposal of the fluid with air from and any of the tract of the land before converting existing wells such for the purpose of well operator shall with the plant prepared by the registered individual licensed land with the survey shall be thrown in the district with the county with the tract of the land located, name, accurate same, and the names of the owners of the all adjacent tract with the proposed actual location well with wells determined by survey course of distance such location from the two permanent points for the low end of the marked on set of the tract with the number to give it in the well shall forward with the registered certified mail with the original one copy of the plat of the director of addition over the well operator should provide with the following information plat with by which for the attachment thereto with the director of the manner form prescribed by the director rule of the location well with the being otherwise located in the areas effectively 2 where the available casing with the records all such wells 3 where available to drill log with such all of the wells and 4 with the maximum pressure to be introduced 5 with the geological formation unless liquid pressure to be introduced 6 general description of liquid to be introduced 7 the location of the water bearing horizon above with below with the geographical formation such pressure liquid wasted to be introduced 8 such other information directed by the rule may require B in the event with the tract of the land which said with the proposed with the drill and converted for purpose of the provided section located with the dome with the underlying coal seams copies of the plat and all of the information required section forwarded with the operative register of the certified mail to each and every coal operative of the operating coal seams of the beneath the set of the track of land with the maps of the soul with the same file with the touch of the maps off of the minor health. Safety training corn for the chapter 22 with this code and with the coal seam with the owner of the record of the lease with the record, everything in the set of the owner, lease's record with the declaration providing section 36 with the article set of the owner and lease of the do not operate yet operating seam with the seam with the beneath the set of the track land, which each of the such of the plat shall be enclosed with the notice form so which of the furnished for the request by the director, address for the director, each such coal operator, owner and leaser, if it need with the respective of the address of the inform such supply with the notice may be to be made with them with respectively by registered certified with the mail pursuant requirements of the section with no objections made with the certificate coal operative with the owner and lease of the director such bureau with the drilling converting the wells proposed purpose to provide with the section 30 days from the receipt with the touch of the plat with the notice of the director same shall be filed becoming a permanent record such location well the such inspection of any of the time interested person of the director and if there public notice opportunity comes meant to issue with the permit authorizing well operative drill with the such location converting such existing well purposes provided in this section. Notice shall be above provided with the remark given the cooperative drill delivering mail to registered certified mail to above the agent superintendent actual charges of the mine. Permanent drill wells converting an existing well with wells purpose of the provide with the section shall be until the bonding provision required by the provision section 12 of this article they have been fully complied with all such bonding provisions apply with the wells drilled with converted for purpose of provide within section such well they have been drilled with the purpose provided within section 12 of the article with except for the touch of the bond with condition upon the full compliance with all of the laws and rules relating to drilling well with converting an existing well purpose of provide within said section 25 of the introducing liquids of the disposable pollutants including the redrilling the deepening casing plugging with the abandonment of all such wells. 22.615 with the objection to the proposed drilling of the well, the oil well, with the objection fracturing notice of hearing with the agreed location of the condition, indication of the change of the plat, etc. issue of the permits. When a proposed deepening well drill site with the oil drill well drilling site with the end site with above the seam of the coal operating side so coal seam with the beneath the track of the land coal seam owner of lease for the if the nature of the owner of lease for the not yet operating said coal seams within 15 days of the receipt with the director of the plat notice required section 12 of the article within 15 days from the receipt by director of the notice required with the section 13 of the article file objecting the written forms in which will be furnished for the director of the request as proposed the drilling of the fracturing with the directing setting out therein definitely respond with the possible grounds on which such objections are made. If any of the object filed with if the object of the made, the director shall notify the well with the operator character of the objection who made with the fixed of the time and the place for the not less than 15 days is end of the 15-day period of the show for the objection consider of the time and the place for the operator with the objection co-operator operator or leaser shall be given in at least 10 days written for the director by register for the certified mail of someone that did appear for the time and the place so fixed for the well operator objecting co-operator owner and leaser if any such of the time of the president of the representative shall proceed with the notice of the conjunction with the case of the proceeding drilling such parties present with the representative of the maker with upon either the location made with the move that is satisfied with all the objections made with the approval of the director with any change with the original location agreed upon approved by the director shall be indicated such as the plat with the director with the distance with the direction new location from the original location shall be shown so alerted with the plat with the file with the become permanent record in the case of the proposed fracturing such as the party present with the representative of the maker with the upon condition of the which of the wells will be fractured with the prayer take the life of the property well satisfied with the objective immediate approval of the director over the time of the plat with the notice required with section 12 of the notice of the required with section 13 and the case shall be filed with the becoming a permanent record with the director shall be forthwith the issue of the well operative with the drilling fracturing permanent with the case of the reciting and filling of the plat with the notice required with the section 12 notice required shall be said with the section 13 in the case of the hearing with duly held with a location shown in the plat with the condition or with the fracturing take place with the protection with the life of the property agreed upon and approved with the well operator authorized drill such location to the fracture site section site shown on the plan when the fracture well identified with the notice required in section 13 in the case may be. In the event of the well operator objecting coal operator owner and leasers and such that they present with a representative of the hearing unable to agree with the drilling location upon the drilling location that meets approval of the director should proceed with the hearing the evidence of the testimony in accordance with the section 2 and article 5 of chapter 29 of this code except for the such for the provision consistent with the article the director shall take it in consideration arriving at his decision where the drilling location is above the close proximity any of the mine operating shaft and entry 12 travel way airway haulage way the drainage way, passageway to any proposed extension thereof within any operated domain of the operating coal mines are already surveyed and with the plan but not yet being operated. With the proposed drilling of the reasonably to be done with existing plan with the pilot over the coal with the close proximity existing well with the source of the pilot coal taking considerations over the topographically well with the well but the drilled and safely taken into consideration any of the creep of the screed of the other distributed to do with the extraction of the coal. The extent of the where of the proposed drilling location unreasonably interfere with the safety of the recovery coal and oil gas after the closing of the hearing with the wit in 10 days. Therefore, the director shall issue the order refusing for the issue of the permit, 2 for the issuing of the permit proposed drilling location, 3 issuing of the permitted drifting location of the different with the question well operative of the order shall stay with the, particularly with the reason of the director order that shall permitted, mailed registered certified name of the party of the president of the representative of the such hearing and if the director rule of the permanent well by the issue of the director should issue the permit effective with the 10 days except for the order mailed with except for the good cause of the shown of the director of the bank stay with the issuance of the permit not exceed 30 days if the period issue with the director shall indicate with the new drilling location for the plat with the file shall number the keep it at the index of the docket each plat notice received with the mail shall be in section 12 of the article each of the notice mailed with the provide with section 13 of the article enter the test with the docket name of the well operative with the name of the address and all of the person notified with the day of the hearings actions taken by the director which shall also prevail with the record to proceed with the record shall include all of the applicant plats for the other documents filed with the director for all the notice given and proof of the service of the offer thereof all the orders issued all of the permits issued with the transcript of the hearing with the record prepared with the director shall be open with the inspection with the public. C. In the event of the well operative of the object and the co-operative of the owner and leaser of the stuff of the heir of the president of the representative of the hearing, the unable to agree with upon the condition which would the well with the fracture of the particular life of the property upon the condition fracture of the meat with approval of the director, then the director shall proceed here the evidence testimony according to the section 1 and 2 of the article chapter 29 of the code, but except for the such provision inconsistent with the article, the director shall take into consideration well with the fracture safely taken into the consideration deemed the creeps and squeeze of the disturbances at the closing of the hearing within 10 days after the director shall issue the ordering statement of the conditions with the well with the fracture provided the well can be fractured safely, taking into consideration of the danger, creep, and squeeze of the disturbance of the fracture cannot be done safely. The director shall issue the ordering statement with a particular with a reason refusing the issue of the permit. The order shall state with the particular reason of the director's order shall be mailed with the register of the certified mail partial present with the representative of the such hearing with the director have the rule of the permanent will be the issue of the director shall the issue with the permanent effect for the 10 days except for the order of mail, but except for the for good cause shown with the director may issue for the permanent period of the not exceeding 30 days. If the permanent of the issue with the director shall indicate with the well fracture with the plat file with the shell with the name and they keep it in the with the doc each plat with the notice of the receipt with the mail with the provide with the stress of the 12 of the article each notice of the receipt with the mail with the provide with the 13 article with the enter with the such for the doc the name of the well operative name and address of all of the person notified with the date of the hearing and all action taken within the direct with the director shall for the prayer with the record with the receipt with the record shall include all of the application plats other documents filed with the director all of the notes given and approved with the service thereof with all the orders issued and all of the permits issued with the transcript of the hearing with the record prepared for the director shall be open to the inspection by the public. 22.16 the object of the proposed drilling and the converting with the introduced with the liquids of the wave the wells noted with the hearing with the agreed location of the condition notice and change of the plants etc. issued with the permits from the document proceeding. When the well is removed with the drill with the converted for the purpose of providing the section 14 when the articles above the seam of the coal operating set of the coals seam of the beneath of the track of the land of the coal seam of the owner and leaser for the if the end of the set of the leaser for the owner and leaser is now operating said coal seam of the may be within 15 days of the receipt of the directive of the plat with the notice required of the section 14 of the article file objections in writing forms in which were furnished for the director on the request such as the proposed drill and conversion indicates when the well proposed for the drill with the converted with the purpose of providing section 14 of the article of the opinion with the chief of the notice office with the reach over the after with the determinant over the reasonable standard of the purity of the quality of the water state with the chief shall with the time period with the established with the director receive with the public comment with the such of the proposed drill conversion filed with the director with the such of the objection with the written with the proposed drilling conversion setting over the air and definitely with a reasonably prepared possible grounds object upon such object from the base of the indicating condition consistent with the provision article with the rule obligated but thereafter it may be necessary for the particular reasonable standard of the purity with the quality of the source of the waters proposed with the drilling with the conversion to be converted to overcome such application if any of the objections of so filed with the made with the director shall notify with the well operative of the character of the objection of the where made with a fixed time and play with not less than 30 days end of said with the 30 day period of the such of the objection concerned with which time and the place of the well for the operative objection co-operative of the owner and leaser if any such of the chief of the given in at least 10 days with the written note of the director registered with the certified mail of the summoned to appear with the time of the place of the fixed well of the operative objection objecting co-operator, owner, and leaser within such that they are present with the representative of the stuff of the chief of the perceived to consider the objection in this case of the proposed drilling and the converting of the well with the proposed to provide the such of 14 article of this article with the stuff of the property and present with the representative of the may agreed upon the location made with the so of the move that satisfied with the objective meet with the approval of the director and chief of the original location so agreed upon with the approval of the director shall indicate said plat with the file with the director of the distance of the direction the new location of the original location shall be shown so all their plat with the plat would become on the permanent record in this case proposed conversion such for the parties the president with the representative of the may agree with the condition with the conversion to take place protection life of the property for the protection of the reasonable standard of the purity of the quality of the water of the state of the time of the plat with the notice for the required section 14 shall be filed with become on the permanent record whereupon the director may issue the well operative with the permit to drill with the convert as for the case of the recycling the filing with the plat with the notice of the required with the section 14 with the hearing with the duly held with the location shown with the plat with the condition over the which conversion is taken place for the protection life of the property reasonable standard of the purity of the quality of the water state with the agreed upon with the approved of the well operative with the authorized drill such location convert on the site is shown on such of the plat as in this case of the well operative with the objective and co-operative of the owner and the leasers if any ship of the chief of the chef of the president representing such of the hearing unable to agree upon the drilling location upon the drilling location has met with the approval of the director shall pursue the hearing in advance evidence testimony according to the section 1 of the 2 of the article 5 of the chapter 29 of its code except for the web of the set of the provision consistent with the article the director shall take in consideration upon the decision of the drilling location, above the close proximity to any of the mining opening shaft, the entry of the traveling air, haulage of the drainage of passageway, any proposed extension of the air, and operated abandoned operating coal mine with a coal mine already in surveyed plat with it not by night being operated. B. Whether the proposed drilling is reachable with done with existing plan, piler of the coal of the close proximity, existing well such of the piler taken into consideration, surface the topographic wherever the well can drill safely taken into consideration, the danger of the creep, the scrape of the other distributed due to the extraction of the coal, extent which of the proposed drilling location unreasonably interfere with the safety of recovery of coal and oil and gas. At the close of the hearing with the 10 day with therefore the director shall be insured, issue an order refusing issue for the permit, issue for the permit to propose the drilling location, issue for the permit the drilling location, differ the request of the well operative of the order shall stay with a particular reason for the director. Order shall be mailed by the register for the certified mail of the party of the president of the representative of the such for the hearing with the differ the director rule of the permanent will of the issue of the director shall be the issue of the permanent effect of the 10 days after the certificate of the order is mailed. Stay for the good cause of the show of the directors may stay with the issue of the permanent of the period of the not exceeding 30 days. If the permit is issued, the director shall indicate with the new drilling location flat file with the director shall have the number to keep it in the index of the document of each of the plat notes of the mail of the director of the provided in section 12 of this article of each of those mail of the director provided in section 13 of this article, entering such document with the drill name of the well up at the name of the address of all of the person notified of the date of the hearing, all section of the take of the director's permits issue with the review of the papers filed with the transcript of the hearing with the shall consider with the record of the proceeding before the director shall open with the inspection with the public in this case with the well operative of the objection with the co-op of the owner and a leaser, if any shall for the chief of the touch of the president of the representative of the touch of the hearing the unable to agree upon with the conditions upon with which of the well is converted with the particular life of the property of the reasonable stand with the purity of the quality water stay with the up on the condition of converting with the meet with the approval of the director of the shall proceed with the evidence of the testimony with accordance with section 2, 1 and 2 with the article 5 of the chapter 29 of the code, except with the provisions such that the inconsistent with the article of the director shall be taken into consideration upon decision. Hey, whether the well can be converted safely, taken into consideration, deepening creeps and squeezes for the other distribute the well converted and taken into consideration reasonable stand for the purity of the quality of the waters of the state. At the close of the hearing, within 10 days with the notice they are have the director shall be issued with the and order state with the condition with this conversion with the taken place with the providing well converted safely, taken into consideration damage of the creep squeezes the distributed reasonable stand for the purity of the quality of the waters of the state with the conversion cannot be done safely, reasonable stand with the purity of the quality of such waters in danger for the director shall issue the ordering state particular reason for refusing the issue of the permit in order of the state with a particular reason for the director, order of the shall be mailed with the register of the certified mail with the impartial party for the representative of the representative and such a human the director with the rules made permit issue for the judge of the permit shall make effective with the 10 days of the division has made such order except the good cause shown with the director make an issue with a permit of a period not exceeding 30 days. If the permit of the director indicate well to be converted with the plat with the file with the director shall with the number to keep it in the index of the document with each of the plat notes of the mail of the director is provided within section 14 of the article entering such of the document name of the well operative of the term names addresses all of the person notified of the day of the hearings all action with the take with the director permits issue with the review with the paper file with the transcript of the hearing they shall counsel with the record of the proceeding before the director shall open the inspection to the public. 72-6-17 object from the proposed the drilling shallow gas well with the notice of the chief of the review board indicating change of the plats and issuing with the permits.